Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to CookieRun Kingdom, where in this video, we're going to be going back into the 5th anniversary festival because I grinded out a few more coins, and we're going to be going through 4 more cutscenes of the actual storyline with the 5 years of CookieRun Kingdom. Because if you don't remember how this event works, basically, you're given these puzzles, and the only way that you can complete these puzzles is by spending your hard-worked green apple-like coin things. Because, well, let's be honest. It's kind of a struggle because you can only get 10,000 per day, and I think I just reached my cap for today, but I want to make one more video on this because tomorrow I should be able to get them all, because with 10,000 I can get the last 5, but I can only do 4 right now. But still, we're still able to get the storylines of Garden of Sweet Delights, Battlefield of Passion, Summer Breeze on Starlight Island, and Fairs of the Faraway Seas, which I think are going to be some pretty interesting updates. And honestly, it kind of makes me excited that I kind of saved the last few updates for last, because like serious update, serious update, serious update, serious update, serious, but also like a lax update. It's like a bunch of seriousness in the last one, so it's going to turn really interesting in this regard. But while I go through some of these cutscenes, and I actually might do another thing right here, but I don't know, but I'll just see if I have any more like time left for it. But still, if you want to leave a question in comments down in the comments section below. Oh my gosh, voice, do better. Anyway, if you want to leave your questions and comments or whatever down in the comment section below for me to read on the videos, feel free to do so, because it could be random questions, comments, facts, whatever. As long as we have a fun time at the end of the day, that's what matters the most. So, before I actually get to any sort of the comments I'll be reading, which, if anyone's wondering, it's from the video right here, which is... No, don't open that up. It's from the officially defeating the Living Abyss, which I didn't expect for us to do that in the BC storyline, but I guess that wasn't something on my bingo card. But before we get into any comments, we may as well just cover the Garden of Sweet Delights, which isn't... Is Eternal Sugar Cookie a bomber? Yeah, she is, which is why it's represented with these bomb things. So we can go ahead and slap all of these, which is going to cost 1,500. I think it costs 1,500 to just complete one puzzle. So if my math is correct, I think it takes 19,500 to complete 13 puzzles. I don't know. I think I could be wrong. I could be right. But what matters is we're getting it completed, and you're going to see completed right here, right then. We also got stamina jellies, time skips, and all that stuff to complete this puzzle piece.
Pavlova Cookie, you've brought so many new cookies to the garden today. Sugarfly Cookie. Yes, for you. I brought it from outside. This is a butterfly. It was flying so beautifully, just like when you first came here. You poor little thing.
What?
How sad that it has such colorless wings. But now that it's here in the Garden of Delights, it'll receive beautiful wings, just like mine after all. Eternal Sugar Cookies treasures even the smallest wishes of happiness.
Is there supposed to be a space right there?
No. Huh? When I saw the butterfly, What are my sweetlings chatting about? Eternal Sugar Cookie. Pavlova Cookie brought me a butterfly that looks just like me. Could you perhaps gift this poor creature beautiful, colorful wings as well? Of course, if that is what brings you happiness.
But what I wanted was... Back then, what I truly wanted... Maybe it came true after all.
Pavlova Cookie.
It's nothing. Let's go, Eternal. Eternal Sugar Cookie's waiting for us. You know, it's kind of tragic when you look at it from this aspect, but like, in fairness, like, Pavlova is like such an odd cretin to me. Like, here's the thing. I hate Pavlova just because, like, the attitude, the personality, and everything they give off. Like, one of my least favorite cookies. But, like, you can't underestimate the fact that there's some tragic backstory going on with them. Because, like, it really feels like they want to say something, but they physically cannot under, you know, Eternal Sugar Cookie's overarching eye. Because it really seemed like, you know, Sugarfly was just completely hypnotized by it. But even in and out of the garden, it really seemed like Pavlova was just, like, trying to break out. But, of course, Pavlova couldn't say anything because, if you try and, you know, test against Eternal Sugar's power, you're going to be turned to a statue just like everyone else. But, because of that, we actually do get some, special biscuits, not biscuits, toppings, which are the, indolent kind, yeah, and we also get some Rainbow Cubes. So the next one is Battlefield of Passion, which it's probably going to revolve around maybe Tiger Lily or, you know, Anyone else along those lines? Like maybe Jungleberry or Royalberry? I don't know. But before we get into that, we'll read a few comments over here. Like one from George Gonzalez says, the last cutscene was a complete plot twist. It was also very unexpected looking back in episode... I'm looking forward to episode 14, 15. Did you mean the story or do you mean like the one in the video? Because like if you mean the story, I think the plot twist was the fact that those beast things are actually being controlled by, well, they're more like, it's hard for me to describe, but like, it's like the whole magic that they are used, like, the dough plubs were made because of Dragon Tongue, because of the pact that Dark Enchanters broke, and then that's when the beasts come in. I think the plot twist was, the fact that the dough cookies were from, akin to the dragon's, kind, if that makes sense. Anyway, Ruby Kepkagoto says, is it Yellow Plub or Hyper Plub? Hyper Plub's another channel that I run, but it's also another username I go by. Yellow Plub is the name of the mascot. Mystic Flower Cookie 4 does say, I've seen the whole entire thing. It's so amazing, they did a good job, you don't understand, and after that, you want more of it. Yeah, of course I want more of it. The story's incredible. Like, genuinely. And also, Listfan says, question of the day. So we know Timekeeper and the dragons will be coming, but I would love to see legendaries like Black Pearl based on actual legends and folktales. Like Black Pearl based on actual... But isn't Black Pearl already in the game? Maybe you just mean like another update. Kind of like how we got like Crimson Coral as like a second part of that. So maybe we can get like a redemption. I don't know. Oh, though also Violet Purple says, yay, my fan art RMG. Yeah, it's a really good fan art. Some of my favorites. Anyway, Battlefield of Passion, which I'm assuming it's got to be defense, right? Yep, it's defense because it represents Hollyberry's shield and her class, which gives us a bunch of timers, time jumpers, XP, and the most unique things usually that you were willing to get are usually like the sacks because they contain the class.
Ugh, how much juice did I drink? It's so sweet. My head feels like it's splitting. That sound. Queen Mother, enough berry juice. Where is hope? Where's that passion that shone as bright as ripe berries? Gone. The answer is, they've all turned to dark flower and scattered in the wind. All because I failed to protect them. No, what did I say to Royalberry Cookie? This isn't right. I'm only hurting the cookies who were already wounded by the war. This melody, it soothes my heart. It must be Royalberry Cookie's gentle nature, always looking after everyone around him. Even though so much has crumbled and faded away, the cookies I love, the music I cherish, they remain. I cannot let myself drown in sorrow any longer. I will rise again, to protect everything and everyone I hold dear.
Would she have like a hangover or something? What the fuck was going on with Hollyberry right there? I think she had some sort of a vision that like I think she experienced within one of the previous stories. Was it during the because I'm pretty sure she had some vision during the, of course, Battlefield of Passion or Garden of Eternal Slumber or Happiness, whatever the play. It's literally just up here, Garden of Sweet Delights, I think, because I think she had some visions like that, but now she's trying to block them off. And technically, it did have to do with Royalberry, just at a younger stage, and just how he's classically playing the violin. I guess we could just take so much, I guess. But no, at least it's still good that she's managed to hold up our shield, because if she didn't, we'd probably be in a very awful situation. But, because of this, we also got some passionate toppings. Quite passionate, very much yes. Alright, so, with that being said, just to get a few more comments out the way, there's one from Kira the Melodious Sandwich saying, what are the odds of the ultimate cookie turns into Ginger Bright or Ginger Dozer? Just less than a year ago, Chocolate Warehouse Brute was in Town Square hanging out with our friends, and now he's fighting against us. To be fair, we did see that in the previous video where Chocolate Warehouse Brute was like with Wedding Cake just going like, hey, wait, what was, oh yeah, less than a year ago, yeah, they were in the town square, but of course, now they're just there. They had to tell Wedding Cake, yeah, I'm gonna be going on a business trip, and I don't know why, I just find that like really funny. But also, a name that I can't read because it's in a different language saying, question of the day, I want to see Vagabond Cookie and the other cookies from the Yoga Village cookies, and also some more holiday themed cookies like Stolen and Peppermint. I honestly do agree with Vagabond because I feel like already having Rebel in the cookie would give them like a good, like, represented update. Like, I feel like especially, no, we have both Rebel and Oakchun, so honestly, I could definitely see that. I'm just hoping they actually give Vagabond and the rest of the Yakwa Village cookies a story. Please, Devsisters, don't let it just be another update that slides under the rug with no story. Anyways, Truth of the Clues also says, question of the day, I hope the dragons and timekeeper. Those would definitely be some interesting ones to see. And also, Endy Plays says, I think in part 3 of the update, the ultimate cookie will be made as a playable cookie. Could you imagine that? But then again, what would their tier be? Ultimate? I don't think so. I more think it would be the ultimate final boss, but I don't know. Anyways, let's go on to the next cutscene, which is Summer Breeze on Starlight Island. I feel like this definitely has to do with either everyone in the citrus squad, so, you know, grapefruit, lemon, lime, and orange, or it does have something to do with Marshmallow Rabbit, because Marshmallow Rabbit is just a little fella. And we also get some Fuzzy Wuzzy toppings, because how could you resist Fuzzy Wuzzy? Literally the cutest name that you could ever give. And, oh, wait, aren't these supports? Yeah, they are supports, because Marshmallow Bunny, obviously, like, one of the most overpowered, like, supporters in the game, but, you know, flavor of the month.
Where should we travel today? Let's go to the Dark Cacao Kingdom. Come on, follow me. Whoa, what an amazing view, and it's so cold. The Hollyberry Kingdom I visited yesterday was so warm. Ew. Ew.
At this rate, we're all gonna catch a cold.
Oh no, Orange Cookie, come here. I'll, like, shield you from the wind. Hey, Marshmallow Bunny Cookie, did you know this place was gonna be this cold? No way! This is my first time here too! Ew! Ew! Hurry up and send us fast to Starlight Island. Like, that's better. My bouncy lime puddle hair almost, like, froze solid. Sorry, but traveling is much more fun when you don't know where you're going. Then this time I'll go ahead alone and find a warm and fun place. Let me see, I think there was a place called the Golden Cheese Kingdom. Seems like it would be warm there. Okay, destination decided. See you in a bitty.
She vanished again in the blink of an eye. Wherever Marshmallow Bunny Cookie goes, it's like a hurricane has blown through.
The Golden Cheese Kingdom? I heard rumors, like, not too long ago, that it had vanished. Well, she'll be fine even if she can't find it. She'll come bouncing back in no time. Yeah. So warm. Marshmallow Bunny Cookie has taken us to so many places, but there's really no place like the Citrus Hideout. When Marshmallow Bunny Cookie comes back, she'll have lots of fun to travel stories to share, right? So let's make sure that she can get plenty of rest. Let's make the Citrus Hideout look even more amazing. Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah. She about to go to the Golden Cheese Kingdom and, like, where is everything? Everything's just gone. Then again, wait, wouldn't something be wait. At this point, wouldn't technically things be there? Because where the pleb are, because we've seen this in the story, where the pleb are, you know, mozzarella cookie, burnt cheese, and smoked cheese hiding with fettuccine. And I think Olive was there too. So, aren't they technically hiding underneath whatever the pleb is remaining there? I don't know, but we clearly did see them in the story. They did exist, but I don't know. It just kind of depends, because it seemed like they were in, like, some underground chambers. I don't know, but we only have one more thing to go through, which is Fairs of the Faraway Seas, which I'm very curious about, because I wonder if this has to do with either a perspective of both Jigay and Manju, or it has to do with Cousin Cookie III, considering he's, like, the, you know, the main character of that. You know, I wouldn't say the main character, but he was, like, a major protagonist in that stuff, which, still proud of the king. But with that being said, just a few more comments that I'll get onto, just, you know, so we can keep on with the shriek of cutscenes. Violet the Diamond saying, I was not expecting a cutscene as beautiful as when I played this update. There are so many high quality cutscenes. Like, even if it's like 3 or 4, there's so many. I'm literally getting the hiccups just thinking about it. Genuinely, and I think I kind of did too. Oh, my eyes. Anyway, Crack Thunder Prime does say, question of the day, Aloe, Cyborg, Ion Cookie Robot, etc. And for regular cookie roster, but in the special guest cookie, I was thinking, like, you know, cookies that would collab with, like, Transformers or Angry Birds, maybe Minecraft, the Mario movie, Doctor Who in their own version, and other things along those lines, like Marvel, DC, and stuff like that. I could see that. You also did say Sonic, but honestly, it would be interesting if they did the part 2 to, like, a Sonic update, but I wonder what cookies they would add. Obviously, make Knuckles, Shadow, Amy. Maybe they could add a different amount of types, but That's a lot of concepts that you're throwing there. Shadow Moran also says, I wasn't expecting a 3D cutscene. I was not either. I was surprised. Bar Shadow Activities also says, perhaps more dragon. Hopefully in 2026 we get Ananas Dragon at some point. That'd be nice to see him, like, against Pattaya Dragon in Kingdom form. Egged Geese also says, question of the day, Timekeeper or one of the other dragons like Longan? I don't think we're going to immediately get Longan. I think we would have to get the other dragons in order from how we saw them in OvenBreak. And also, Pencil Sharpener does say Snake Fruit, Dragonite, or Black Barley. Those sound like some interesting things, but I think we would need to develop more in the Dragon storyline. So, considering this is for Jjigae and Manju, would it be... What would it be? Like, I don't know... Ambush? Ranged. Okay, I guess ranged somewhat does make sense. I've just haven't experienced with these cookies in so long that it's been so long. This update was kind of humble in its own way. My, we meet again. Have you been keeping well, Captain Jjigae Cookie?
What? You can't move around already? Your ship was pretty badly wrecked, wasn't it?
Oh my, are you worried about us? How touching.
Pesky barnacles keep clinging onto the ship. Sail faster!
Someone's impatient. Could you just wait a moment?
What? Just get to the point.
Something ominous is going on in the cookie world these days. Cookie's looking for some fairly creepy items, you know? But looking at it another way, this is a chance to make some serious coin, right? I was just wondering how the Jjigae Guild handles situations like this.
A roundabout way of saying you want to dig up some info on someone else's guild, huh? Still, fine. It's not a difficult question. We never touched anything suspicious or dangerous. We also turned down any request to procure such items.
What if they offer a whole lot of money?
Merchant's virtue is to sell only verified and safe goods. In chaotic times like these, we must stick to such principles even more. Also, I hear the Manju Guild will get you anything as long as you pay. I can't condone that sort of thing.
I'm not doing this to earn your approval, Captain Jjigae Cookie. Well, thanks for the kind words, I guess.
Surely you didn't come here just to spout nonsense.
I have. I was also just curious about if someone as fearless as you, Captain Jjigae Cookie, fared during such perilous times. The little king said we should get along, right? So we're just pretending to be friends even though we don't like it.
I can still hear nonsense. Crew, full speed ahead.
Aye, Captain. Oh, old-fashioned. What else matters to a merchant besides making good coin? Anyway, it's nice to admire the vast seas and all. Aren't we all ready for a change of scenery?
Aye, sir. Cookies, full speed ahead.
That was both interesting and, like, kind of normal at the same time. It didn't seem like much happened there, but, like, of course, it was just the banter between Jjigae and Manju, of course. But it's weird how Manju was just also like, you know, you got anything that's, like, suspicious on you? I mean, you know, for enough money, you're probably willing to, like, have something. And to be fair, it's not that they're wrong, but you also gotta bear in mind, Manju Cookie did have that, I think it was Manju, right? I don't think it was Jjigae. Because Manju had that book, which apparently that book was meant to be given to, the Saint Pastry Order, because apparently it was used for, I think it was summoning the Avatar of Destiny. Either that or it was used for some Cookie of Darkness shenanigans, but I think it was for the Avatar of Destiny, but I don't know. But with that being said, I don't think there's anything else that we can go for this video. It's not like I don't want to show off anymore. I physically can't. I do not have the coins to do it. But in the next video, it should be the last time that we're doing this, considering there's only 5 left, and we may as well just get them all done in one video. And, yeah, that'll be that. So I'll just get a few more comments out the way, and then we'll finish up here, which I'll try and get them quickly. Coach Shinobi says, Hype Cookie. Yes. Sonic Gamer says, would love to see my wife Pizza Cookie get added into Kingdom. I'd love a Pizza Cookie update. That'd be awesome. Makeaverse Colin also says, crossing my fingers for Coffee Cookie to return. You know what? Coffee Cookie would probably be pretty good. Maybe alongside Latte and Espresso. That'd be interesting. Gamer of Sona says, most likely Timekeeper. I could see her being added to them. Alpha X Graham says, Peach and Plum Cookie. Honestly, I would love an update with, like, the Kung Fu sort of, like, samurai cookies. Like, like you say, Peach, Plum. I'd like to see Leek, General Jujubee, and all that stuff. Ruby Cupcake says Bark Choco Cookie. Oh, Bark Choco. I'm pretty sure the term is actually chocolate bark, but whatever works. Yeah, I would love to see chocolate bark. Atlas says many things. Also says, I want to see DJ Cookie. Thank you. Also, Lena DeJu says, I think the CN exclusive cookies will appear. Honestly, I hope so. If we already got Golden Osmanthus, Red Osmanthus, and Camellia, then I hope we get other variants. And, yeah. With that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my CookieRun content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And down below in the description, you can see links to all my social media, like, you know, it's in my card website, we're all plebs. You can become a member by becoming a pleb for $1 a month, and you can also buy some merchandise at the pleb market. But above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese. I want to give a big shout out to the plebs, aka the members who are supporting the things that I do, being Eduardo Pimentel, Casual Gaming, Jojo Sands, and Wavy Plays Games. Thank you all so much for all of the love and support, and I'm hoping that we can keep on going forward together.